Have you ever dreamed of living with mountain views, walkable coffee shops, and a golf course practically in your backyard? You are not going to want to miss today. Today we're diving into one of the most talked about neighborhoods, well, in Charlottesville, near Charlottesville, Old Trail in Crozet. Plus, you're going to want to stick around because I'm going to take you inside two stunning homes right here in Old Trail. Now, spoiler alert, one of them has a lot size you will not believe for this day and age and this gorgeous neighborhood. And we're also going to be covering the must-know details: schools, restaurants, shopping, and more. So you know exactly what it's like living here. You ready? Let's get started. Okay, so let's start with the basics about Old Trail. It is nestled in the heart of Crozet, about 15 to 20 minutes west of Charlottesville. It's honestly a straight shot into and out of Charlottesville, either on 64 or 250. And this is one of those roads that changes names. Right now, at the intersection of Old Trail and 250, it's actually the intersection of Old Trail and Rockfish Gap Turnpike. Also, there's some back ways too, and we'll talk about those after you get settled in. Okay, so commuter time, if you're looking at UVA, honestly, you're probably looking at 20 to 30 minutes. If you're wanting to go up to Injik, the Rivanna station, you're probably looking at closer to an hour. It's really perfect if you're looking for small town charm with modern conveniences. Now, you've got obviously the Blue Ridge Mountains as your backdrop. Seriously, it's like living in a frickin' postcard. Okay, and for all my hikers out there, the Shenandoah National Park is just a short drive away. Now, I know you're thinking, but Pam, what's the vibe there? How do you feel about it? Who do you see living there? Well, honestly, let me tell you, it's okay. Take this however you will, but in Pam world, it's sort of like Mayberry, but with craft beer and yoga classes. Does that make sense? It's got that very community feel. It's got that small town feel, even though it's a neighborhood. But there's definitely some, shall we say, bougie aspects. But again, if you do the yoga, if you want to be part of all that kind of stuff, this is an absolute gem of a place. But it sounds pretty perfect to a lot of people. So, I don't know. What do you want when you're looking at your next move and living in Charlottesville? Okay? And on that note, if you want to look at Old Trail or talk about someplace similar, text, email me. You can try to give me a call. I would absolutely love to help you figure out if Old Trail is the right fit for you. Again, this is nothing about me. I am not the one paying the bill to live here. I am a local who has grown up here. I have seen Crozet go from a little, quite honestly, out in the middle of nowhere to this thriving community that is so highly sought after. Now, in trying to reach to me, let me also say, we're getting into the spring season, so honestly, I do want to hear from you. But sometimes when I get a call, I'm out with other clients, and I don't want to disturb or disrupt what we're doing. But leave me a message, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. I swear to you, I will get back to you. If you don't hear from me, honestly, do the opposite. So if you shot me an email, shoot me a text and be like, "Hey Pam, I sent you an email, but I didn't hear back." And here's specifically why I say that. Just found out that my email that started populating in my some of my older videos was wrong. My email, very simple, living in Charlottesville gmail.com. Anyways, let's keep going. We're going to grab and go into Old Trail and see what all we can find. One thing that really sets Old Trail apart is going to be all the amenities that are available. Seasonal pool, check. Play areas, check. Green space, trails, sidewalks, check, check, and check. But there are a couple that stand out. Look all around me. There is an 18-hole golf course here in Old Trail that is super popular. And it doesn't matter if you're a pro or just learning to play. And trust me, with views like this on the course, it'll make you forget how many strokes you are over par. And then there's the village center, home to restaurants, coffee shop, and even a fitness center. Seriously, you can grab lunch at Restoration, go for a jog on one of the trails, and finish your day with a glass of fabulous local wine and some cheeses and cracker on your front porch. Honestly, it's the kind of place where your weekend plans itself. Now, one of my clients, I will share this, she said one of the reasons, because she had a friend here, she really wanted Old Trail because she wanted to move here so that she could walk from their house, grab a cup of coffee at Grit, and then just walk the kids down to the pool. Round trip, we're talking 5 minutes. Okay, how cool was that? Seriously, all within walking distance, all within 5 minutes. It's honestly convenience and community all rolled into one. And speaking of homes, wait until you see the two we're about to go in. They're good, and they're on the spectrum to show you what the variety is available here in Old Trail. But first, you know what? Let's talk about groceries and schools, because those are major things you need to know about if you're considering to move here. Okay, so when it comes to everyday conveniences, Old Trail does a really good job considering the size and the location. Inside the neighborhood, you've got a handful of restaurants. You've got everything from Restoration, which is located overlooking the golf course. You could grab a nice lunch there, a nice dinner. Maybe you want to rent it out for an event. I don't know, baby shower, wedding shower, I don't know. Or, there's Grit Coffee, which is for your morning fix. Now, for a quick grab and go, to fill maybe your I forgot list, a new store that I had never seen is called Wendell Market. Look how cute this is. Located right here in the town center. They have curated an amazing mix of gifts along with those last minute grab and go groceries. How cute is this? So how cute is this? They have curated a really amazing mix of gifts alongside those last minute grab and go groceries, from everything from local coffee or yummy cheese and crackers. Plus, they did not forget our four-legged friends, because I'm a sucker for taking care of our fur babies. Look at this. Bowls, snuffle mats, some yummy chicken. Look at this. How cute is that? Okay, but for full-on groceries, you're probably going to need to drive like 5 or 10 minutes away. So at one end, over off of 250 Germans Gap, you're going to find Harris Teeter and all the other amenities, banks, some doctor's offices, an ABC store. Or there's the Crozet Market, which is a local favorite, and that's actually in downtown Crozet proper, the original Crozet. So here's the good news. Again, it is all super close. You won't need to drive far to stock up on essentials or grab a prescription from the local pharmacy. But if you're looking for big box options like, say, Costco, maybe Target, you're going to need to head over into Charlottesville. But that's like 20 minutes away. Now, you could also head over the mountain to Waynesboro. That's an option about the same distance, about the same drive. So, is it a deal breaker for most? No. But it's something, again, I want you to keep in mind, because I don't want you moving out here and being like, holy crap, Pam, did you move us into the middle of a cow pasture? No, you're moving into Crozet. So remember that. And hey, if you like me and occasionally forget something on your grocery list, you know what? The beauty that is all around, you won't actually mind going back and picking up the items you forgot. Hey, it's part of living the good life. Okay, so let's talk about schools, because I know this is a huge consideration for families and one of the most often asked questions. Old Trail is zoned for some of the top schools in Albemarle County as per not Pam, as per niche.com, greatschools.com. Go check out your own favorite website. This is not me. I think all of our schools have a really great reputation, but the school feed here is one of the most sought after. Brownsville Elementary School, Hindley Middle School, Western Albemarle High School, all three have a very strong reputation and are huge draws for families moving to the area. So, what would the pros be? Well, the schools are known for excellent academic, lots of extracurricular activities, and a strong sense of community. Western Albemarle, which is right behind me, in particular, is particularly well regarded and offers some amazing programs, including an environmental studies academy. Now, on the opposite end, the only con I hear sometimes is that the schools are actually much larger, and with all of the new communities popping up in Crozet, they are starting to feel a bit crowded. But for most families, honestly, that I've worked with, the pros have far outweighed any kind of cons such as that. And with the location, hello, your kids could even walk or ride their bikes to school. That's just a throwback to a lot of things that many of us have in our memories, but it is actually available, and you could do that with Old Trail. Now, I wouldn't be sending my kindergartner off out the front door, but yeah, I've seen a ton of high schoolers walking up here to the high school, and it happens all the time. In fact, I've had families tell me they want to look at Old Trail specifically because they wanted their kids to be able to attend these schools. One family even said this was their number one reason for moving to the Crozet area. So if you have questions about the schools, or you want to learn more about living in Old Trail, shoot me a text or an email, and you know I'm happy to help. Now, as a reminder, I do not do rentals, but I happen to know there are a lot of rentals available in the Old Trail community, including an entire apartment complex. So there are options, but if you're looking at relocating to Charlottesville and you think Crozet is hot on your list, then let's talk. So now we're going to jump in, and I'm going to drive us over to check out a couple of homes. Currently, there are 7 homes active. Now, these homes include both attached, i.e. villas or townhomes, and detached single-family homes. This will give you a perfect example of what's often available. Again, we're in the very early spring market, not a huge inventory, but of the 7 homes currently active, the price range goes from $355,000, not bad, right? All the way up to $1 $1.15 million. Also, stay close because we're going to be checking out both ends of the spectrum. Also, there is still construction going on. Actually, our first home will be a new construction that is totally completed in a completed section, and it's actually very typical for a townhome that is available. So stay close. I just got to get us over there. Come on, let's go. So welcome to our first stop. This home is a really perfect example of what makes Old Trail special. Now, it has this beautiful, lovely open floor plan, obviously tons of natural light, and check out this. This is standing in the living room, but I'm going to flip you around, maybe. Check that out. It's got mountain views from your patio, your deck, and from your living room. So imagine sipping your morning coffee out on the deck overlooking the mountains, or maybe just sipping a glass of wine as you're rediscovering life decisions in your family room. I'm not judging, really, I'm not. Now, I do want to make sure you understand this home is not my listing, but actually this is a new construction from a very good quality builder. I also know that this is under contract. Actually, it was under contract with a kickout, which I'll explain to you when you get here. But they also just got another contract on it. So because it is a completed section of Old Trail, what you see is what you get. So a lot of people are looking for it. But this builder is also going to be constructing, I think it's 27 new townhomes. They're going to be slightly smaller. I believe this is, well, I'm not even going to say what I believe it is, because this actual model is not going to be built anymore in Old Trail, but their new model is just going to be a tad bit thinner. So that way, slightly smaller, but just as gorgeous. Okay? Think about what you think this price point is, because you're probably going to be surprised. Okay, so were you thinking about how much it was listed for? I stepped out here onto this beautiful deck, which is covered, which means you could enjoy this year round, even in rain or the occasional snow flurries. But seriously, this is an ideal area for families or anyone who loves to host. This home has 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and it's listed at $569,900. So $569,900. That's probably going to be your starter in this area. You may get a tad hair less, but honestly, probably not a whole lot. So if you're curious about homes like this, call or text me. I'd be happy to pull up what is currently available and send it to you and let you know what the options are. Remember, I don't do rentals, but again, as a reminder, Old Trail neighborhood actually has an apartment complex that we passed as we came in the main front entrance. So really, you're going to have options for everything from single family to apartment complex. You're going to find villas which are attached. There's lots and lots of different options. And some in the older section, some of the single family homes are on quite large lots. You know what? Let's jump in the car and head to house 2 because I want you to see what the variety is. Come on, let's go. Okay, so let's step things up a notch. As a note, this is not my listing, but much to my surprise, it is currently available now, and we could have you living in Charlottesville in no time. As we're going through and looking at all the fine things, Think about how much you think this house would cost, and I'm going to tell you after we finish touring it. So first and foremost, this luxury home is all about the wow factor, including an amazing and beautiful half-an-acre lot in Old Trail. So again, if you want a larger lot, you don't want to feel like your neighbors are looking in your windows, this is a half-an-acre lot built in 2009 by a quality builder. Beautiful, good finishes, a gourmet kitchen, and look at this backyard. It is completely fenced and has panoramic mountain views. You would honestly never want to leave. This was my backyard. Honestly, you probably find me here every evening with a good glass of wine and a good book. So it looks like I'm actually being productive. So what do you think? Drop a comment below on this stunning, you ready for this? Stunning 6-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom home with over 5,000 square feet. So have you thought about it? Well, let me tell you, this one is listed at $1.15 million. And honestly, it's worth every penny for this kind of serenity and all the finish and all the space. I'm telling you, if you would never know that this oasis is tucked into such a huge neighborhood in the middle of what feels like a little city unto itself. This is why you need to give me a ring. Okay, so up next, I'm going to share with you why people keep falling in love with Old Trail. It's more than just homes. It's actually, honestly, a lot about community. So why do people love Old Trail so much? Well, I think it's the sense of the total package. A full community that is a community. There are always events happening here. I want you to think farmers markets, outdoor concerts, and honestly, neighborhood barbecues. Actually, a friend of mine who I helped move here said that they had a block party last year and it turned into an impromptu karaoke night, and they actually blocked off the road and put up the entire sound system and everything. He said he was, because he said he came from up in New Jersey. He said you would never get this up there. People, it's community here in Old Trail, and that's the kind of place it is. Fun, friendly, and full of life. So what do you think? Could Old Trail be your next home with living in Charlottesville? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you are aware of all the future content that I drop. I've got a ton of videos. Go check them out. Everything from other neighborhoods to other communities to other counties, schools, whatever. I've probably covered it because as a local realtor who has grown up here, I'm just sharing and being a cheerleader for Charlottesville. And also, if you like the Crozet area, I have an entire playlist in my YouTube channel. Check it out for even more information. And remember, if you're looking at taking a position at the University of Virginia, or maybe you're just relocating to be closer to family or further away, no judgment, reach out to me. Text, call, email, and that will be the start for the new chapter. Remember, I don't do rentals. They're just set up so that you can do them directly and you don't need me. I'm happy to give you feedback in whatever I can do to make it easier because I know it can be really scary. I help people buy, sell, relocate, and retire all the time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Living in Charlottesville. I just have to stay here all day. So pretty. Just views all around.